can I just say one thing firstly? I love the name Eat, Sleep, Boxing, Repeat.
Welcome back to ESBR Boxing's YouTube channel. Delighted to be joined by welterweight prospect Hamzah Butt. Hamzah, good to speak to you again. We spoke at your debut actually a couple of years ago, which I'm sure feels like a long time ago for you now. Thank you for your time. How are you? How have things been?
Yeah, good, thank you. Yeah, no, I do remember speaking to you in the change room actually after my debut. Yeah, things been all right. Busy. Um, yeah, no, good, just enjoying it.
Yeah, brilliant. Wanted to ask about your last fight. Sorry that we didn't get the chance to speak then. I was there that night. Another win.
Yeah,
Talk us through it. How does it go for you?
yeah. No, the last fight at Stamford Bridge was a bit of a weird one. It was a great opportunity to be there. My dad's a Chelsea fan as well, so it meant a lot. Um, I didn't get to catch up with you because I ended up fighting after the main event, which was Marty Mason, a good friend of mine. I was supposed to be on before him, and then I was given another time slot, and then I was on when I was eventually on. Um, yeah, not really happy with my performance. I mean, I got the win. That's all that matters. But I'm always quite hard on myself. I warmed up twice. Was told I was potentially not even going to fight um, because of the curfew at Stamford Bridge. And then I was told I was fighting. It was uh, a bit of an experience, let's say.
If it feels like you're being very polite. I saw what can yeah, I saw basically what I'm going to describe as a bit of a don't want to say an argument, just a heated conversation between I think one of the promoters and
Yeah,
kind of yourself, another one of the boxers and members of the team. Like, feel free to kind of say how it was. How disorganized was it? Was it that night? 'Cause from where I was, it seemed a bit hectic.
yeah, it was a little bit hectic. There was just some discrepancies between the time, the weight,
Mm.
uh, mainly the time and mainly the time. Uh, so we was trying to hash it out between us. I think if anything, me and my team, and Jensen and his team probably actually had a better conversation than between all of us together. Um, yeah. uh, It
I
was yeah, it was very stressful, I think. I mean, I sort of had to leave it to my team, but
mm,
obviously I'm very involved on the night. I'm literally the person in the ring.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, it was very stressful. Not even knowing if I was going to be fighting or not was difficult. Because as a fighter, you prep all this time, and then to hear all that, it's really difficult to stay ready in that zone, especially when you've just completed a warm up and you're getting ready to walk out and you're told to wait. And then you're waiting for over an hour and a half, and then you warm up again and you're ready to go. You're like, right, okay, yeah, this is it, we're going now. And then you're told, actually, no, hang on, mate, you have to wait about maybe 2.5, maybe 3 hours.
Yeah, okay. That was the level of detail I wanted. 'Cause it just I was intrigued because it all looked a bit messy that night. I remember
Yeah,
getting home very late. I think Harvey Horn was the last fight. But we move
yeah,
on.
it was.
Yeah. We'll see if there's another event at Stamford Bridge anytime soon.
No.
No, no, we'll see. Um, is there anything you can tell us, Hamza, about your next fight? I want to touch on your activity so far in your
Yeah, yeah.
career. But yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
would have liked to have got out July. It's just not looking like it's on the cards. Obviously, shows get booked up really quickly. Um, So I'm probably not going to be out till September now, which isn't the end of the world. I get to spend a bit of time with family, get to enjoy a little bit of the summer. I
Yeah.
like to stay fit anyway, so I'm not going to be blowing up in shape. If anyone knows me, I'm always in the gym. I'm always staying fit. I'm always in good shape. I'm always close to my weight as well. My weight's always pretty good. Um, yeah, probably going to be looking again out in September. I've spoke to a few promoters already. I was speaking to Ollie down at the Warren Boxing Management show. I was down there on Friday supporting my mate Elliot Massey. But yeah, just wait to hear back from a few people now, and then hopefully get out again before Christmas.
Brilliant. Well, yeah, fingers crossed, and obviously we'll do our best to be there when you are fighting.
Yeah,
Now you've mentioned it, did just want to touch on Friday. But I spent some time with Elliot recently, and
yeah,
was shocked to see him just to see him lose in that fashion. You know him
yeah.
better than I do. Could I just get you to kind of comment on the fact he lost, how he lost, why do you think that happened?
I don't know. I don't know what I mean. I'm only a welterweight. He's like light heavy, so the weight has obviously got something to do with it. You know that when you start getting at that level with the weight, I mean, it's only over one punch. I think Elliot's going to be back. I think it's a great fight. He was winning. He was winning the fight. He was exciting. He looked great. I think he just got caught. He just got caught. It's definitely not the end for him. I hate when people say like, "Oh, you can't do that," and his career ending, this and that. Mate, he'll be back. It's just part of the story.
Yeah,
I'm just happy he's all right. You know, I stuck around and made sure he was all right, and he was fine.
yeah. No,
So,
but I definitely agree with you. He will be back. I don't want to kind of go off on one too much because this interview's about you, but I
yeah,
did
yeah,
just want to ask, like Friday night, your call
yeah,
was fucking stuffy. I could like it was horrible just being there, let alone being in the ring. And I
yeah,
was just wondering, A, like, do you think that could have affected him? B, like, I don't know if you've ever fought in a arena when it's been that sort of intense, that sort of heat, but
yeah,
yeah, just there's just thoughts on being in that sort of environment. And obviously it's exhausting just kind of sitting there watching it, let alone
yeah.
being in a fight. Just kind of your thoughts on that, please, Hamza.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, definitely might have had an effect. I don't want to comment too much on his loss because I don't want to sound like I'm talking about his loss too much.
Mm.
I actually think he's a brilliant fighter, and I actually really like Elliot. Um, I just think it's like I don't think it's. I think it's more. I don't know the words I'm trying to say basically, but I think it's just a one-off. It's happened. It's really unfortunate to happen to him. Did the heat play a factor? Maybe. He's a tall guy. It's hot up there, like where he is at 6 foot, at 6 foot, whatever. But yeah, no, he'll definitely be back. And I have boxed when it was. I boxed. I think my debut was at York Hall, and it was in July, and it was scorching.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just way too hot for you to be boxing. In my opinion, yeah, we'll see if something gets done. Back to yourself, Hamza.
yeah.
How have you found the first couple of years of being a pro? Because I'm sure you would have preferred to get out more, be more active.
Oh,
Um,
mate,
yeah,
absolutely.
just how frustrating has it been?
Yeah, really frustrating. Sorry, bless you, Dad. Um, yeah, it has been really frustrating. I've had a lot of stuff going on in like my personal life as well, which has, I guess, slowed things down. Um, yeah, it's definitely hard. I think from the outside, you look at boxing from the outside, and it's always like this big shiny thing. And then once you're in it, it's not. People make promises, and it's everything's not as it seems. I think.
Yeah, yeah. And in terms of, have you been involved in many discussions with um kind of any promoters in terms of trying to get some sort of deal, some sort of contract, just so there can be a bit more regularity in your activity?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Just trying to wait to hear back from people on the blower. So
Mm.
yeah, hopefully have some news soon, Elliot.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Just how like how, how frustrating is it in slash? Are you ever tempted to do something out of character? Because I feel like you get that in boxing, people kind of saying things on social media, people just basically not being who they are, just so kind of to get people talking about them. I know you've got a good following on Instagram without having to do that, but has that ever crossed your mind just to kind of put something out there, just to kind of get more people talking about you in the hopes that kind
You
of
mean
that,
like
that,
doing
that
like
leads
some smack talk or like doing something a bit like publicity?
something, or I don't know, yeah, yeah. I mean, a video of like doing backflips or something like that, just something
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that you.
Maybe, yeah, yeah. Have I thought about doing something like that? Not really, actually. No, I haven't. Nothing too outlandish. I'm a dad, so I always in the back of my mind, I always think, oh, I don't want someone looking at me like that's Hunter's dad, and I'm acting like an idiot.
Yeah.
So not maybe I should though. Maybe I should do something a little bit, but not too garish.
Yeah. No, I commend you for not doing. I was just wondering if it had ever crossed your mind. Just a couple more from me, Hamza. Your if you're to fight for titles in the next few months, I'm
Yeah,
just interested to know what weight that's going to be at. Just because I know that when it's the small hall scene, you do same day weigh-ins. So I was
yeah.
interested, is that going to be at welterweight or would that be at a different weight?
I think I'd ultimately let my team make that decision. I make welterweight comfortably, and I'm always going to challenge myself. I'd want to be absolutely peeled, so I'd probably try to get down to like, wouldn't kill myself, but super lightweight,
Yeah,
weight below
yeah,
would make the most sense. So
yeah. And speaking of kind of super light, so speaking of titles, do you think that's the plan for the next 12 months realistic, or is it more a case of getting more activity, having more fights? What in an
yeah,
ideal world, what does the next 12 months look like for you?
the next 12 months for me looks like I want to get to 5-0. I'd be quite up for having a 50-50. I'd like to do. I've done 4-4s. I'd like to do maybe like two or three sixes, maybe two sixes, maybe an eight, and then maybe not even an eight. Maybe let's just jump straight into something. See what's around. You never know. Luck's what happens when preparation meets opportunity, and I've just got to be in the right place at the right time. And I've just got. And the only way I want to do that is if I stay ready.
Yeah, no, of course. Final question from me, Hamza. Just
I'm
before I
sure
let you
away.
go, something that's not related to you, but I just
Oh,
want to ask
yeah,
you.
go on.
People are we're 2 weeks away from a massive fight on Usyk versus Dubois, the rematch.
Yeah,
Everyone's kind of it's getting to the point now where everyone wants to know what everyone's predictions are. Considering you're a
yeah.
fighter yourself, I'm really keen to
Yeah.
know what you've got to say about it. Who's your who would your money be on if you had to pick one fighter
I'm,
now?
I'm going triple D.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, 100%. Number one, always back your Brit. Um, Two, I feel like he's got a bit of momentum behind him at the minute. Uh, and he's like really showed his character for during like the AJ build up. Um, and the manner in which he won the AJ fight, I think he's just got so much belief in him right now. Um, and we could talk for ages about the low blow, but we're not going to. Um, I just think, I think going into this fight, he's got the mental edge going into this. So yeah, and I saw Daniel a couple months back, and he cracked a joke. And if you know Danny, he's not very like that. He's normally quite shy, like not shy, but he's very quiet.
Yeah.
Um, so he was like, to see him make a joke, it weren't funny, but I was like, that was quite funny for you, Dan. Like, um, yeah, there's something about Dan at the minute
Yeah.
that makes me want to go towards Daniel, and I would love to see him do it. Can you imagine that? Imagine the belts come home.
Yeah, yeah. No, it could be brilliant for him to be able to do what Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury couldn't do.
Exactly.
It'd be fantastic. So I really hope you're right. Hamza,
Yeah.
really appreciate your time. Really hope to hear
What's
from
your? I don't. What's your prediction?
I don't know anything about boxing, man, so I'm not
No.
really I'm gonna disagree with you and I'm gonna
Okay.
go
Cool.
I'm a bit worried that Usyk's getting a bit greedy.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of hanging on when he probably should have just called it a day by now.
Yeah.
But my concern is Dubois' engine in the later rounds, and can he keep up with Usyk?
Yeah.
That's my concern. So I'm going for a Usyk stoppage around round 9 again, to be honest.
Nice. That's
But
good.
I'm really looking forward to it, and it's not. I don't say that with loads of confidence.
Yeah.
I'm not here saying Usyk's definitely going to win.
No, that's
That's
fine.
my prediction, but we'll see. We'll see.
We'll say yeah. I'll drop you a
Fantastic.
message.
All right, Hamza. Thank you for your time as always. Yeah, really
No,
hope
thank you, Eddie, for having me.
you, mate. Yeah, see you soon, mate. Cheers.
See you later, mate. Take care.